Welcome to another episode of Conscious Vida.
In this episode, we're going to show you how we went from this to this.
In this episode, we're going to talk about body transformation. You've seen the before and after photos of me and Alan. So we want to talk about why we did it and how we got there. Yeah? So Al, how did you get there and why did you do it?
So yeah, it's the reason that I've done it, like anyone else, man. Like, I wanted to obviously look good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a bit older now, I'm getting a bit more self-conscious about my age. I'm only 33, so I know I'm not that old, but at the same time I know I'm not getting any younger, so I've got at a point now where I'm thinking I really just wanted to be in a lot better shape. Body conscious, and I want to compete, I want to compete with the younger people, not in the sense I'm trying to get girls, but I just want to look good around like younger people. I don't want to be a middle-aged...
boy, how we do, yeah?
Done though, you know what I mean? But I didn't want to be like that middle-aged, dad body, skinny, like frame, but fat belly. I wanted to sort of be in good shape, so for me, it was a long time coming, I wanted to get there, I tried many times and never enough motivation and not enough I didn't have the right guidance before as well, so I'll tell you about that in a sec. But I was going to Mount Everest, so this is where the change was.
Base camp, wasn't it?
Base camp, Mount Everest, and I thought this is it, you know what I mean? I've got about 16 weeks to 18 weeks I think till I was going, wasn't in great shape, and I thought this is my time now, I can commit to it, I've got a goal, so I had a time, you know, like I need to do it by. So for me, I just made a decision, and I think that's where a lot of great feats and a lot of great achievements come from, is just making a decision. They all start with
the decision. The decision's the hardest thing I'll ever do in any of it, I think, don't you?
As long as it's a genuine, you know you're going to try and commit to it, because we all say we're going to do stuff, but there's different times when you just know you're going to actually go for it, and this time I knew. So anyway, like for me, I wasn't sure. I tried it before and it didn't work, so I knew that I needed help, so I went and actually just got a coach. It was he just guided me through what to eat and what to train. This was in Parkstone in a gym called Primitive, and they were great guys, you know, and that was it for me. So that was the start, and it was a hard, long process for that, you know what I mean? And you know, my experience was that it was slow at first. I just did what I was told and I worked hard, you know what I mean? This is the thing, is like, you want stuff so quick normally.
Yeah.
You know,
and like, I talked around this the other day.
Yeah, you need time. It needs gestation period. It's like giving birth to a baby. You can't get pregnant and have a baby a week later. You need to take time to manifest or for it to grow and become what it is. And I need to go through that. And anyway, through consistency, through hard work, and listen, it's hard work. You got to go from eating a terrible diet, doing no exercise, to literally flipping around. Man, I was eating healthy, I was training hard, and it was hard. There's no doubt about it. It was hard, but it was achievable. And to be fair, it's the most guaranteed thing you can do. I know for a fact, if I did what I do, I would get the result. It was just a matter of doing it. It wasn't complicated. It wasn't like, no, I had to work this krypton factor out, and if I got it, I might get it. I would have that as long as I put the effort in.
Bit of guidance, and discipline, self-discipline.
Discipline, 100%. And I track my progress, but 100% the main thing was I got guidance. Like, you can't expect to keep doing the same thing and expect a different result. You know, I didn't have the knowledge base to be able to do what I needed, and I think I wouldn't have had. Is it commitment? Like, when you say to someone you're gonna do it, what's that word?
Integrity.
No, it's not. It's what's that?
Oh, it's a good word.
No, it is a good word. It is a good word. But what's that word? It's accountable. I was accountable to someone, to someone else. Easy to say to myself, I ain't going to go to the gym today, or I'm not going to eat well. But when I know how to check in with someone once a week, it's suddenly like, I don't want to mug myself off by not turning up and saying, oh yeah, this week I was ill, and all this crap. So eventually I just did it.
Do you feel that needed to be done in order, because you're going in with blind faith with it first, you're unfit, you're unhealthy?
Mate, 100%. I was really in blind faith, because I was thinking, how is that, when he was telling me to do stuff, I wasn't getting the results quick at first, and I was down it. But I just had the faith, you know.
Exactly. Like giving it time and sort of allowing someone to sort of guide you and allowing the process to take shape. And then when you start to saw the result, then you're committed to yourself. You're not committed to him anymore. You know
100%. Well, that is the thing. Once I got the results, that was self-motivation. Then, do you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't doing it for him. I was doing it for myself, because I knew the results were coming, and gradually it was just getting better and better and better as I went. It got harder and harder and harder. But that was really it for me. I just needed someone to guide me. I needed to be accountable, and I needed to put effort and commitment and consistency. And I'm not going to lie, you've got to think, you have to eat in a way that a good, healthy looking person would eat. You have to train how like an athlete or someone in great shape would train. You can't expect to not be like that and have that body. So for me, I just had to step it up. And you all know this, it's the thing, a lot of you know this. And if you've tried this and you haven't had the results, then one I say is commit to someone else by getting a coach. It doesn't have to be a lot. Mine was only £100 a month, and he gave me my diet plan and my training plan. Do you know what? Like,
well, you can get apps as well, can't you?
Apps, you can do loads
ready to follow yourself. You know, there's no necessarily right or wrong.
Commit on Facebook. Like, you don't even need to pay someone. Like, it might take a bit more work and you might make a few more mistakes, but in my eyes, I just felt for the sake of paying £100, I probably would have saved that in less mistakes. But I'm going to wrap this up just to say, like, you know, just got guidance, I was consistent, and I had to make a drastic change from who I was to what I am now. And last thing, before we pass over to Matt, is when I got back from base camp, I smashed base camp, I got up there, like, smashed it, I might as well have ran up.
I was watching a little Insta feeds, I love them.
Yeah, man, you know that. But the thing is, I've come back and I've reverted back to my old ways, and it didn't take long to fall back into that trap and get back how I was. And only now in the recent last 5 weeks I've stepped my training up again, and the fat's coming off again, and stuff like that. So just be careful with that. And I leave it there, but if you've seen that, I'm not obviously giving you guidance on what to do, but it's obvious, just train hard, eat healthy, get guidance, commit to someone, be consistent, and you're going to get the result. So, and I'll just give you a mouthful, and I'll probably just went quite quick through that, but let's see your results, Matt. And you know, I want to say, like, I've seen yours, and I hadn't seen it before because Matt had seen my results when I did that. Matt posted his the other day, and mate, I don't want to disrespect you, but in his first photo, he looked like he's off a building site, like a labourer or brickie. No, but he literally looked like he was on a building site. You know what I mean? And the thing, like you are in the other picture, man, that's a big transformation, mate. You know what I mean? You're looking healthy, great shape, and respect to that. So how'd you do it, man?
Right, well, you know, for me to start with, to be honest, it just got to a point, it just became uncomfortable in my own skin now. I didn't like who I was, I liked the way I looked, and I didn't like the way that I felt. And like, I was chatting to someone around it the other day, and I'd done a talk around it, and I put it online, and I was sick in mind. You know, I was on antipsychotics, if I'm honest with you as well, and I smoked, and I was eating meat like a fucking T-Rex.
I love that.
And, yeah, but it's true, I was like, I love it, like I'm a carnivore, you know, I had all that state of mind, and it was ignorance really.
Yeah.
And I suppose, you know, I just kind of I felt really, really crap in myself, and I knew that I needed to do something about it. And I've done things when I was younger and that as well, where I got a little bit fitter and a little bit stronger. But what happened was, Al, that I remembered what I was when I was 26 years old. And when I was 26 years old, I managed to get 83 kilos. Yeah. And I wanted to see if I could get there again, and I didn't set the time limit necessarily. I just wanted to see if I could get down to that weight.
What were you before? So no, when you
I was 106 kilos, 106? Mate. Yeah, fucking huge.
Big boy.
Yeah. I was huge, man, and it's cool. I'll accept that. But what I had to do was, like, first of all, was just get moving. I remember I used to walk my dogs. I walked my dog every day. Yeah. That helped somewhat, right?
You started off slow, really.
Yeah, I started off slow, mate. You know, like like I say, this process for the before and after was 3 years. It took me. You know what I mean? I was 106 kilos. That photo was actually taken in Denmark 3 years ago.
3-year transformation.
Yeah, and then the 83 kilogram one was taken in Denmark 2.5 weeks ago. I go over there, I see some friends and family and that. Hey, to my Danish brothers and sisters. But yeah, I kind of, you know, I know the pride was very, very overwhelming in seeing it out. And I had to see it first. I kind of grasped it in my mind and thought, I had to see it. I didn't even necessarily believe it. You know, I just thought, I've got to try it. And I had to commit, you know. And like I said, the discipline of commitment, that when I started walking my dog, I would jog a little bit. And I was fucked, mate. I'd run like 5 minutes. I'm out of breath and I'm dying. And then my mind used to scream at me, going, no, stop, leave it, you ain't doing this. Then I started slowly getting in the gym, and I used to go in the gym for like 10 minutes, and I'm overweight, and there's all these like good looking guys and beautiful women, and you know, I'm not saying everyone in there is like that necessarily, but it used to affect my self-esteem because I knew what I'd become, you know. But I overcame the mind, you know, and I just kept going, and I would go 3 times a week, and I used to go for maybe 20 minutes, and I would just be doing something. Do you know what I mean? I know a little bit about exercise anyway, so I was applying certain exercises, the basics of push-pull, you know, like anything where it's push, I'm working my chest and triceps, anything where it's pull, I'm working my back and my biceps. And I just kept applying that discipline of just turning up and committing myself. I slowly but surely reduced my medication over a period of time, not an immediate thing. Like I say, that was a 3-year period. I stopped eating red meat, I stopped eating pork. I still eat organic chicken and that when I, you know, when I can. And,
it's a lot better than where you
it's a hell of a lot better. I feel so much more leaner and agile, but slowly but surely I managed to get there, and I realised that I don't need to be the hare. I'm a tortoise, you know what I mean? And I'll slowly and I'll get there.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Yeah, slow and steady wins the race, and that's what it was, you know, by applying a little bit of discipline and continuing, just applying some basic actions, talking to people who are exercising as well, learning new forms of diet, what supplements were being taken. Like now I take vitamin B12, I take so I'm very high in vitamin Bs, you know, I take magnesium because my muscles and my bones ache quite a lot, and I take omega-3 oils. They're the only vitamins that I take, you know, other than my lemon water and apple cider vinegar that I drink in the morning. And I've done that for nearly 2.5 years now, and you know, you can see the transformation, and it ain't just one specific thing neither. I find, I don't know about you, but it was like there were little things that I could always keep adding and keep adding to the armour. You know what I mean? My armour.
Give myself a little drink in the video.
Yeah,
yeah.
And you know, so slowly but surely, you know, I got there, and the before and after was amazing. And you know, just give it time, just allow the process, enjoy the process, enjoy the fucking journey. Don't worry about getting to the race.
Enjoying the journey.
Enjoy the journey, yeah. And it's gonna get difficult, isn't it? You know.
Oh, mate, the thing is that it ain't worth it. If I could take a magic pill and look like that overnight, it would feel alright at first, but I don't think you'd appreciate it if you in the times when you're in the gym and you were like, just keep going, just seeing it and knowing the feeling, the reward of posting that picture and seeing.
And that's 100% natural. Yeah.
El naturalo.
Yeah, el natural.
But that's
So
good.
just
right?
say no.
Say no. Talk to me.
Yeah. Kids. Right. So to round it off, I'm going to state clearly to you. Remember, it's not a race. Enjoy the marathon. Enjoy the pain. Enjoy the struggles. That's where you're going to grow the most. Be patient. Listen to other people. Take advice. Seek knowledge around other areas of your life and other places that you can apply, whether it's not just the body, because it's not just about getting the body right, it's about getting the mind right as well. And each one foot in front of the other, slowly but surely you'll get there. And remember, growth is the only guarantee that tomorrow is going to be a better day.
And I'm going to round it up with this. Oh fuck, what was it?
Don't just be the inspired, be the inspiration. Come on, ready? 1, 2, 3.
And I'm going to round it up with this. Don't be inspired, be the one who inspires.
No, that wasn't it.
No, what was it again? So I said.
Right. Remember, you said me, yeah.
I get it.
Don't just be inspired, be the inspiration.
Right, yes, yeah. And remember, guys, don't just be the oh fucking, I said, let me start again. It's funny, man. I'll get it, guys.
Right.
What was it? So,
remember, guys, don't just be the inspired, be the inspiration.
Don't just
like
be
you fucking like you're
inspired.
telling them.
I need to let it out.
It was like, mean it.
Yeah,
like, listen,
don't just be the inspired, be the inspiration. That's it.
3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna sort of come laughing at it when I'm saying
I mean that shit.
I am meaning it, man. And remember, guys, don't just be the inspiration. I'm shouting now.
Go on.
And remember, guys, I'm not gonna point. I'm just gonna say. And remember, guys, don't just be the inspiration. I'm just gonna go on.
Just say it. Just
right.
Don't
You ready?
just be.
Don't just be the inspired. Be the inspiration, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Remember, guys, don't just be the inspired. Be the inspiration. Like own it, dominate it. Yeah.
And remember, ready?
Yeah.
That's it.
3. Don't say I'm going to remind it after this. Say, and remember, guys, don't just be inspired, be the inspiration.
Remember, guys, don't just be inspired, be the inspiration. You ready?
Yeah. And remember, guys, don't just be the inspired, be the inspiration.
And remember, if you like this video, hit subscribe, drop a like, and we'll see you in the next one.